Luke 10 includes the story of Mary and Martha. Starting at verse 38. Now as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village. And by the way, this is Jesus' movement towards Jerusalem for his crucifixion. And that takes place in all the Gospels, and it's fitting for this time of year because it's Lent, and we're starting to look towards the Good Friday and Easter. So as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she went up to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her to help me." "Come on, Mom, make him help me." Yeah, that's me as a little kid with my little brother around. But the Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her." Now, a lot of us have heard this a lot of times, and I know I grew up thinking about this story with Mary being the good one because she was obedient to Jesus and just wanted to be with him, and the sense of contemplative and restful life, and I want to live into that. And then I have this idea of Martha as the busy, active one that we all learn to be in church and in school and in our society, where we're getting stuff done and filling up the resume, and that was my image of those two. And I struggle with that, because I have this drive in me to accomplish things and to get them done, but I also have this part of me that just wants to be with Jesus, and I really appreciate and value that time, and there's like a battle between those two parts of me, a lot of times. And the Lord has been working in my life in that area, especially in the last few weeks. And one of the things that happened recently is I was driving along in the car, and I had been praying about this. Lord, how do I resolve this tension? What do I do with this? And all of a sudden it just popped into my head. It was like the Lord just kind of went boop, and I went, oh. And it was like he was saying to me, it didn't necessarily have words, but it was this realization, the reason that it was good for Mary to be with Jesus wasn't because she was doing nothing, but because she was with Jesus. And it was like he said, if I had been doing dishes, Mary would have been doing dishes. And I was like, oh, it's not about activity or inactivity, it's about being with Jesus. Oh, and suddenly this tension got a little bit easier in my life to deal with. And I can feel it differently. I'm not all there. You can ask Lauren how I was feeling this morning getting ready for class. But it was a huge realization for me that it's not about activity or inactivity. It's not about getting stuff done or being contemplative. It's about being with Jesus in either of those situations, in both of those situations. And Jesus certainly accomplished great things in his ministry. It's not like he sat around doing nothing either. So if we're with him, the right things will happen at the right time.